here we go. So now.
So we get into JF here. JF goes, I have received a report from a person who believes he saw Mama JF working for public community service with a monk community. I have relayed the information to the RCMP.
Okay.
I do not know the reliability of the sighting. Like, what the
She's
fuck?
a monk. She's a
monk. She's a Buddhist monk now. It's not at all that JF murdered his wife or
allegedly
left her in the woods to die, you know, because she's fucking retarded. But no, Mama JF actually abandoned her children and her whole life to go live on a Buddhist monastery somewhere.
But don't worry.
This is what JF's trying to sell to us, folks.
Ash, look, it's the reliable user RXY8APB.
Yes. So you want to know? You want to know where this tip came from? From Poll, from fucking 4chan. The reliable trip user RXZC8PB said she's living in a Taiwanese Buddhist monk and nun colony called the Great Enlightenment Buddhist Institute Society in Murray River, PEI. I saw her there when they were doing their monthly community service cleaning garbage out on the side of the road. So chat, press 1 if you believe this user from 4chan. And Mama JF is alive and well, living at the Buddhist monastery.
It's a work.
Press 2 if you think that this is incredibly suspect and that this guy probably is JF trying to cover his tracks with the new story on 4chan. I don't know.
It's 50-50 in chat.
It's really 50-50. Some believe, some don't.
We want to believe.
Well, the story was examined by the brave investigative journalists over at Real Housewives of Alberta.
Wow.
And they have conducted an investigation. So for those of you who missed out, JF, he moved to Alberta, right? And he's now, within like months of moving to Alberta, earned the ire and the scorn of a whole community of housewives in Alberta who watch true crime all day and are determined to bring an end to the evil of JF. And they continuously are harassing the Mounties to do something about JF and conducting investigations into him and examining his statements. So they conducted their investigation and contacted the Buddhist monastery from the 4chan post.
And Ashton, it was also very ironic because when he moved to Alberta at first, he's like, finally, Quebec is full of wine aunts who go after me. And then he runs into a group of investigators who are...
Everywhere JF goes, women just hate JF. There is something about JF that's just so repulsive to women. He gives them the ick, and then they decide that they have to destroy him. So let's have a look into their investigation.
There we go.
What I did do, because I was like, immediately I was irritated by this. I was like, oh my God. I was more irritated when I saw that people were actually messaging JF to say, oh, we're sorry.
Dude, thank God. I'll believe this 4chan post. Oh, man. Sorry. I thought you were a murderer.
Sure thing, Jay. Oh, man. I was really worried you'd killed her, but this 4chan post put all my worries to rest.
We sorry we doubted you. Okay, yeah, no, she's not there. I emailed. Did you?
No
this
way.
Is crazy. Contacted the monastery. She's not there.
You know that the monasteries have emails?
Yeah,
they do.
And they respond.
I contacted them on Facebook and on I forgot.
The monk monastery has a Facebook and a computer room.
Doesn't the existence of the Facebook page tie them more to this mortal plane and stop them from reaching nirvana? Aren't they supposed to be about having as few possessions as possible and attachments to the earth?
They need
They have a Facebook. You got to delete that Facebook page or we'll never ascend to enlightenment. Ah!
They have the iPads.
Picture of the Facebook post, Holly.
Yes.
Their
So
background's
Do you have-
hilarious. The ostriches with the fucking tinfoil
The tinfoil hats.
Have access to it?
we saw this, and my friend Rocky, who is a little tenacious honey badger when it comes to this shit, immediately reached out to every single
You were
monastery.
saying it's
You're
the mirror universe, Kino, because she reached out to every Buddhist monastery in Eastern Canada to find out if Mama JF was there.
She called every monastery. Like, she's got
Whoa,
the yellow
buddy.
pages. She's got the yellow pages and like scratching it off with a pen.
Yeah, not just the one that was mentioned by this anonymous poster that said, "Oh yeah, I totes saw her on the side of the road. Just totes her."
Rocky's the
JF ain't
best.
killer. So
Yeah.
we reached out to the monasteries. I say we, I mean Rocky. So
Well, I couldn't just leave it. It was so easy to do. I mean, it's such a fucking simple task. Instead of JF sitting on his stupid stream and announcing it like as if crime solved, and he did. He announced it. Whether or not he like if it wasn't him who wrote it, whatever. Why wouldn't he like check it out? It's a phone call and an email and a Facebook message.
This
Like
goes
since,
to show, once again, it's like, oh, my wife, she might be alive. Should I call to see if she is alive and clear my name? Should I go there to say I love you to the mother of my kid? No. I shall do nothing and just sit on stream say my name is clear.
You know what's so funny?
This goes to show he didn't give a shit about her at all.
You know what's so funny about this too? Now you could just go on 4chan and say, I was at a Wendy's and I was at the drive-thru. I'm pretty sure Mama JF was working the fry station.
And then JF will go, guys, I have received a credible report that Mama JF is assistant shift lead at Wendy's. I hear she makes a mean baked potato with a loaded fixings, huh?
clearly. So I did email them. And I did phone one.
Do they still have the baked potato at Wendy's?
I haven't been in so long.
Oh man,
probably right. I'm assuming they do.
got. Well, if Mama JF's there, you best believe.
And they were
They do. Yeah. Everyone's saying yes.
all very nice. They were all very clear that she wasn't there, but they also didn't give. Like they did say that if she was there, they wouldn't be able to say necessarily. One of them said that.
Oh no!
Whoa!
That's what-
Real Housewives exposed. Exposed. Let's see though.
So
We gotta do a field trip.
Are we all gonna have to go to the Buddhist monastery and search high and low for Mama JF?
That's our fan meetup.
Can we send out PWRs on the island? Should we send PWR to the Buddhist monastery with a picture of Mama JF?
Yes.
Hey there, have you seen this woman?
Imagine.
So Holly, yeah, this is one of the replies.
lovely.
We should have PWR head to where she was last seen.
And he's on the trail. This is a good idea for PWR content.
Yeah.
Finding Mama JF, the IRL series.
So they're so lovely.
PWR just finds her decomposing body. Like nobody even bothered. It's like it's literally like 500 feet from her last location. The Mounties are bums. PWR's like, oh no,
bro. We have to send them all that equipment that we bought for ghost hunting.
Yeah. We'll send PWR all the GoPros, the audio equipment. We'll send them on the quest.
That'd be funny.
Like, of course, monks are going to be lovely, right? We hope. But they did say, thank you for reaching out and for your respectful and thoughtful message. We understand how difficult and emotional this situation must be for those close to Laura, and we appreciate your
Which, by
efforts
the way,
to check directly
it's
with.
not these people. You know, they're not close to Allura at all. The Buddhist monks must have thought, oh, this is a family member or a close friend. No, it's just some random why-not from Alberta who's getting a sticker nose right into this. Yeah, she's a bulldog. She a honey badger.
as. That said, we were quite surprised and saddened to hear that our monastery has been mentioned in connection with her disappearance. Over the years, we have unfortunately been the target of various unfound
Sad.
rumors.
Wait, what? This
Okay,
monastery
so-
has like a fucking Twilight Zone style.
Yeah,
like-
so there actually is a whole bunch of lore on the monastery that I kind of removed from the segment because I figured it would make it too long. But essentially, this monastery in PEI is hated by everybody on the island because they're buying up too much land and they're using their status as a religious organization to get around limits on, because there's very
permits
little
and shit. Yeah.
well, there's very little land on this tiny island,
Yeah.
right? So there's like a limit, but they keep expanding the monastery, and people on the island are pissed about it, and they hate the monastery.
And
So
then there's this whole like lore behind. That's crazy.
And the latest claim is especially distressing and completely untrue.
I like how our show always starts with like logging someone, and it always turns into a conspiracy on the news and like what
Yes.
the
If anyone truly believes that there's a link between Allura and our monastery, the appropriate course of action would be to report it to the RCMP, not fucking 4chan. You reach. That's my little edit. Then we sincerely hope for Allura's safety and that answers can be found soon for the sake of her loved ones. Are they lovely?
They are lovely. That was a very nice response, and it was very kind of them to even bother responding because they didn't have to. Like I said, I mean, I do
So-
appreciate that. All of the
she's not there. JF's a liar, pants on fire, or I don't know what to say. Trusting 4chan. That's the response there. So now here we have the Real Housewives of Alberta are really invested in this, and they're determined to bring JF to justice. Apparently, they're in contact with the RCMP every day, giving updates on JF's movements. We can't really. Let's just say JF's in some fucking deep shit, chat. JF's in some deep shit. They put together this video of all of JF's contradictions and lies. They've kind of put together a timeline of Allura's disappearance. Let's have a look.
Sure. And while we watch this, I'm gonna actually put their link there in chat for you all. So if you want to go check out,
If you want to go subscribe to the channel, because they're giving constant, regular updates on the JF saga. It's like a whole other universe of content there.
Or just type in the Real Housewives of Alberta and you'll find the channel immediately. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, that was the will you remember me?
I look like her common law husband. So trashy.
Whoa.
Look at this picture of JF. He shows he's guilty. There's the shovel he used to bury her, allegedly totally joking and not serious. But look at him.
Looks like
he's guilty. But he's a pot-bellied hobbit, pal. He's a fucking strange cryptozoological entity. The manlet pot-bellied Quebecois from 2003.
What a way to frame this video by showing him holding a shovel looking angry.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Oh, man. Wow, he's fat. All right. Jeff
JF claims Laura abandoned the family.
So
His
in our
story
research we did-
doesn't add up.
Okay, so
Let's
here we
have a
go.
look.
We've discussed what we thought was, contradicting statements or like different, changes in the story. But here they put it into a nice package for all of us
And
to see.
We saw that the home was in Allura's name. How were you able to sell it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is a private liar matter, but I will say in general, there are ways in which a spouse can give you the voluntarily the management of their affairs. And so there are ways that you can organize with liars. And Mama JF was kind enough to not give me trouble, that she went to her liar before leaving me and ensured that I could manage her things in her absence.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so she physically went to the lawyers.
Absolutely.
So okay, that does make a big difference because I thought it was possibly, a signed letter, which anybody now to
No,
see
she
you.
did it
So she
fully in front of the law, in front of her own attorney.
See, that's a very
But
Ooh,
on the,
Ralph.
no, but hold on. On the kill stream, he told a bit of a different story now,
No.
didn't he?
Why is the sector and everything?
It's bleeding into real life,
He could
buddy.
never leave.
The sector has escaped containment. I repeat, the sector has escaped containment. All normie zones are in imminent danger.
Promised me when she left
This doesn't sound good.
that she would always be reachable and that I would be able to reach her to deal with
You took
all
her
of
out
the
to the middle
official
of the woods?
papers. You know that she owns a lot of stuff, and
Stop
sometimes I
talking.
need her signature. And I was like, and although we do have legal
Ralph trying to help him with his
when-
crime.
When Ralph tells you, please stop talking, you're incriminating yourself, fish. You know you up.
That's funny as bro.
Or else stop talking.
Ralph's the one who like says way too much.
Oh no.
remedies for this. I was like, if you totally disappear, you might put me in trouble on some bills, on
JF,
some,
no!
getting utilities and everything. So she promised to me that she wouldn't fully disappear.
You should have.
And she
Wow.
said, be thankful.
Well, that's a crazy difference in fucking story.
Yeah.
She went to the lawyer. She put everything in my name. Da, 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 and then it's just like before. Oh, she promised me she would never leave. What?
She would be reachable for all of these things that I'd still need to do.
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
Clear contradiction in the story. It doesn't add up, JF.
that I'm warning you in advance. I will disappear. So do you need any password for my accounts? Do you need some things for my credit card?
That's
I said,
so
no, I'm
convenient.
good.
I love how convenient that all is for JF
Yeah.
that happens to be the case.
She said
apparently,
she's gonna vanish and leave
she
no
just
trace.
told me she's gonna disappear without a trace. There will not be any of her left, she said. I don't understand.
No DNA.
I manage everything. And she said, all right, well, then bye. And that was the last time I spoke to her. So
What?
Exactly. I love the boomer whine on to edit, like the
Yeah.
reaction gif. It's like, oh man,
out
these
of
worlds
face.
were never meant to collide. The sector and Facebook true crime wine ant was never ever meant to cross over, but here we are. It's like in Ghostbusters when they cross the beams. Shit's gonna get real. Dogs and cats living together, mashed potatoes, total anarchy.
The fucking Facebook gif has to like. I was like, well, what? I thought it was like a pair of balls with
what
eyes
happened,
on
though,
it.
is after 2 days after we separated at that moment, she seems to have gotten rid of things that could allow tracking her. So on June 19th, so I dropped her at this gas station on June 17th. On June 19th, so between 17th and 19th, she sent me a couple of messages. At times, she called me on my cell phone to indicate that she was okay, that she was on her road. When she was calling, I was hearing highway noises like trucks, maybe cars passing by. She was definitely outside and close to a road. And on June 19th, which is the last time anyone ever saw her, it's also the last time she sent me a text message. And this text message was saying, I hope, it was a series of exchange between her and I. She was saying, I hope that you're good with the passwords, with the accounts, with the papers, with the legal stuff. If I can do anything to help you, you have to ask me within the next hour because I'm about to disappear.
You have to ask me within the next hour because I'm about to disappear. Can we see the text message? Can we see this shit? Can we see evidence of it? Because, you know, you're talking about it, so you may as well produce it if it's real. Like, how convenient. So listen, if you need any... Listen, it's Mama Jeff and Potato Mama Jeff. If you need, Jeff, if you need any passwords or any of the documents, you better let me know it in the next hour, or I'm going to disappear forever.
She would never write that.
Here forever. And so I was like, wow, you had told me you would stay around. You didn't tell me you would disappear forever. And she said,
Right.
be thankful that I'm
Wait,
warning
the
you.
contradiction! The contradiction! Whoa, buddy!
He's like, wait. And by the way, doesn't it look like he's looking at point-formed notes?
Buddy, he's got a whole dirty, greasy scheme put together.
Because
You know?
he keeps looking over and going, and then he looks back and then starts saying it. Yeah.
You in advance, I will disappear.
I'm not saying he's reading. I'm saying he's like looking at the note. Okay, that's okay. Make sure it's all in line. Make sure it's all in
So
line.
do you need any password for my accounts? Do you need some things for my credit
You
card?
reading?
I said, no, I'm good. I manage everything.
Okay.
And she said, all right, well, then bye. And that was the last time I spoke to her. So I've shown these texts.
Wait, how could you show the police the phone call? Was it a text or a phone call? Maybe you can clear this up in the next clip. Jeff's description of the last call
After
from
leaving.
2023.
And it had been apparent. I think I may have been in contact for a couple of times during these.
This is Ralph.
It's just
Buddy,
Ralph.
Ralph has deteriorated rapidly in the last 2 years, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like, what happened? He looks so much better. I'm not saying he looks great there, but he looks a lot better there than he does now, no?
By the way, very sad thing if you zoom in here. Oh no. Masterson live.
He lost his daddy fish.
Today, so I was sure that she was progressing through whatever trip she wanted to do. I knew that she was still alive. But 2 days after leaving, she says, I have changed my plans. I will not hold my promise toward you. I will not be reachable. And it's like, okay.
Wait, wasn't it the phone call on the bridge was the last time?
That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
She
But
says,
now
I
this
haven't.
is a completely different story.
Well, he said in that clip, it was text messages. But I remember him saying it was a phone call.
New plan. And
I need a cigarette.
I'm like, does your new plan involve any sort of attack against me or the family?
They're gonna use this clip in court.
It is. All of this is eventually going to end up in court and in true crime documentaries. It's going to be like the juiciest. Because I'm surprised more people haven't caught on yet.
Yeah, I know.
The whole thing. It's down to a trio of Albertan housewives to solve the case.
Stop.
Because you guys know how important that is to me. She says, you don't have to be worried. My new plan does not involve you. I'm just going to
This is one of the craziest things. This may be the craziest thing.
I knew that she had left without any sort of electronic tracking. You know how
Wait
the
a
police can
minute.
track you.
Wait a minute. So that's what Francisco in chat was right. He goes, didn't she originally not have a cell phone? This was JF's story, is she had no cell phone. She had no means of electronic tracking. So then how was she texting and calling JF on the 19th? Oh no, JF sisters.
Brutal.
With your credit card, with your debit card.
Yeah.
She had left with nothing but her phone. So when she said that to me through text,
it was just her phone.
I concluded, okay, she's going off grid. You know, she's
yes,
going
he is
full
giving a motive, Jungle.
survivalism.
That's what I'm saying. Stop talking.
And kind of in her fashion.
Stop talking.
Ralph,
Stop talking. It's too late. This is already a pre-recorded video, Ralph. He can't hear you. We can't help him, Ralph. He's lost the plot.
Let's see what the phone.
Police are
That's
watching
the way
this right now, I
Mama Jeff
guarantee.
is. So changing her phone.
Jeff claims the family reported her missing, but why did he say they did? Why did JF say they were not worried? then say they were worried.
It's because he's a
They
liar.
want to help someone more than they want to be helped.
Nobody in her family reported?
No, because we were discussing with her family of the fact that she had disappeared, and it was within the kind of things that you can expect from Mama JF given her history. She's been doing it before. So to us,
Yeah.
a couple of
This
months
is always bullshit because the family is the one who called it in.
of her missing was not irregular at all. Was not warranting a call to the police in June. And I've spoken to her family, and they thought similarly, this is Mama JF.
Okay.
She is an out there woman, and myself.
JF.
But someone who was worried in the family spoke to an investigator.
There we go. There.
And said,
There it is. The 007. JF claims that Laura is like Agent 007, but no one can find her. She's without a trace.
This is crazy.
Like to these feds, I'm like, please understand. You're going to pursue a fugitive.
Let me
who
guess,
has
that's not
committed
going over
zero
well.
crime. She's going to be
JF.
She's going to be playing with you, sending you on false traces. She's going to.
This is so crazy, bro. This is the craziest shit ever, bro. She is going to play with you, officer. She will lead you down false paths and traps. You are not prepared for a fugitive of this brilliance. Is that me and Mama JF the Moonlit Riders? She is at the North Pole, and I found the golden coins in Peru, Jeff. And you want to be spiritual leader? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's like enemy of the state now, like fucking running.
Yeah.
These elaborate.
Yeah, touch me if you can. That's me and Mama JF, bitch.
To have her hoodie hiding herself from facial recognition cameras
Unabomber
everywhere
now.
she
She's gonna hide the Unabomber.
Guys, Ralph, she's the Unabomber now.
She's gonna hide from facial recognition.
She said like a cabin that she built with her bare fucking hands in the middle of the wilderness off grid.
How smart is
enters.
she? Was she like
She has
fucking
dropped all of her
Ethan Hunt and
electronics
Mission
behind.
Impossible?
She's basically
when even Ralph's critical thinking skills are enough to deduce it's bullshit, you're buddy. When even Ralph's listen, what is she,
Mission
Jason?
Impossible.
This is Jason Bourne Tato, bitch. Like, come on.
Jason Bourne Tato.
007, but she has no mission, and she's not fleeing
She's
you
like
guys
Jason
for
Bourne.
a crime that she did because she's a good
She's
person.
got no mission.
She's not gonna commit a crime. That's the situation. You guys want to have fun finding her to be sure that she's safe? You go ahead.
That's pretty crazy,
The
dude.
fucking memes kill me, dude.
And so I'm not gonna go random in a New Brunswick forest on 2 kilometer squares of forest and try to find her body. F is out there having fun, probably exposing herself to huge risks. The risks of street life and anonymous life when no one is there to
Remember when Ralph had the AF as the cemetery?
Yes. He really killed it off.
care for you. You are at risk because no one knows. No one knows if someone has raped you and just put your body in a ditch, and no one is there to check.
Ralph's
That's the
reaction.
concept.
The sunglasses. Oh man. Oh man.
Even Ralph knows. What are you doing?
What are you saying? That she's raped in a ditch somewhere, buddy?
Oh
What are
my
you
god, I can't,
doing?
man. I can't.
Oh man.
Sequence of anonymity. That's
Can't wait. for
Ralph's
this to be
face.
in court.
Ralph's face is fucking priceless there, man. It's so funny.
This is, on Explore with us, this fucking Ralph clip.
the consequence of having no one. That is the cost of liberty.
All right. Oh, yes. JF claims Alora wanted to live off grid, but she bought camping stuff for this. His story changes. He said she took nothing. The police report said she took nothing. How would she survive? Great point.
She left and she had a
Choose
whole
your words
plan.
wisely.
She had bought camping material. She was on her way to some sort of survivalist trip, from what I understood.
What?
Survivalist trip. But she did not survive. What?
Survivalist trip, from what I understood.
What?
This is like the Family Guy. What?
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 Oh my god.
She
I
had left
can't.
with nothing but her phone. So when she said that to me through text, I concluded, okay, she's going off grid. You know, she's
Yes,
going
he is
full
giving a motive, Jungle.
survivalism.
That's what I'm saying. Stop talking.
The Kermit the Frog, the Anchorman, the Facebook memes. It's too fucking. Little did JF know that his downfall would come at the hands of a Kermit the Frog meme from Facebook. Little did he know.
The Anchorman.
They ate with no crumbs on this edit, buddy.
Notice all the examples of how JF does not want to help find and ensure Alora is safe.
Imagine the prosecution just introduces this unedited
Not gonna
clip
show us.
into evidence. They play it for the jury.
Fucking Kermit looks over.
Kermit the Frog. That's when they all vote to convict him. All of the middle-aged women on the jury, all they needed to see was the Kermit the Frog gif. Guilty.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Photo of her or name her when this is not my quest. This is not my quest. I had
It's about to be your quest.
had a visual
Ralph says this is about to be your quest.
It's gonna be.
confirmation from Mama JF live in front of me that she wanted to go away. But as far as I'm concerned, she's still in a trip. She's
Ralph's
still out there
eyebrows
just tripping.
raised. His eyebrows went way up. Did you see that?
Let's see.
As far as I'm concerned, she's still in a
Look at his eyebrows raised. Right? This is that normal. Look at his eyebrows raised.
It's like a cartoon. Oh man,
in a trip.
I'm gonna miss Ralph when he's dead.
Me too. Me
Oh
too.
man.
She's still out there just tripping, and I'm not going to publish her image because I don't know whether she consents to it. I cannot do anything more to find her, and at
Wait
the
a
same
minute.
time, I'm not particularly interested at finding her because she has went willfully and voluntarily. And I have a family life now with a wonderful girlfriend who's a 10 out of 10 supermodel. It
By
would
the
be
way-
kind of misplaced.
JF has now admitted that girl doesn't live with him, and it was all a
Whoa.
lie. So
It's over. Is she even real?
I don't know. Now he says that she's an internet, still online girlfriend. So
Oh, convenient.
to have Mama JF reappear in my life. Although I wouldn't reject her, it definitely I moved on.
So you have no interest.
And they're like, well, look, he calls her Mama JF. He doesn't even call her by her real name. So he's not really interested at them finding her. It's like there's a lot of interest to wade in here. First, by naming Mama JF a way that I've never named her publicly, I would only be misleading people. The fact is,
What?
everyone who interacts with me through this platform knows Mama JF as Mama JF. So that's her name for you guys. I'm not going to reveal her real name because honestly,
It's
I
out there
don't even
somewhere
know
anywhere.
if she wants to be found. And that I'm not.
JF.
I have a high security home. I'm not going to let them in, but
a high
It's like,
security
okay, they want-
home. What the fuck does that mean? A high security home. Okay.
they want every possible detail they can have about Mama JF because they they are on this program of finding Mama JF. And
Okay, I know I mentioned Enemy of the State already. I'm sure you've watched that movie. He has the home that Gene Hackman had. Where when he leaves, yes, he puts the self-detonation.
it's fascinating to
That's
see.
exactly what I'm thinking of. Like,
Oh my god, here we got some more Facebook
Oh,
memes.
there we
Let's
go.
go! Facebook memes.
Okay, he knows he's not a suspect.
And I would be very
He clearly is a suspect. He's so
God.
full of shit. They've just been interrogating him for years about it. But he's not a suspect at all.
and I would be very surprised that I'm even considered a suspect
Well, it
in
seems
any
like
way.
you are.
Because I have left records, I have left electronic traces of
sounds like
my dropping her alive in
somebody trying
front
to cover
of
themselves.
cameras of a gas station.
It does sound like somebody trying to cover up for themselves. Sounds like somebody trying to establish an alibi. JF sounds like the guiltiest motherfucker in the whole world. Even if by some miracle he actually was innocent, there's no way he can complain about people thinking he's guilty. Because he sounds so guilty, dude.
Buddy.
There has been plenty of electronic
This sounds
records
like
of the fact that she was alive.
Look at Ralph!
They're watching this story too, this back and forth, this video, this evidence, right? And they're like, there's got to be something here. You know what I mean?
Many
Murderer
days
going through
after
The interrogation videos, when they come out, oh my God, they're going to dissect that in like 6 hours.
Covered his
leaving,
tracks.
Frank sent $3.
after
Ralph,
asking
do
me
you
to
have a
drop her
spare
at a
room for
certain
Jay?
location.
I do actually, but I don't know. I got enough heat as it
and
is.
yes, that there are so many cameras these days and credit cards purchases that I can prove. I would be very surprised that I'm anyhow considered a suspect, but the feds are still very thirsty for information.
In disbelief. He's
Wait, what?
Thing I've never said publicly. Mama JF, before leaving, told me, go get a new wife and find a wife to have a family with.
that never
and to
happened.
care for the kids.
Of
And
all the things that never happened, that never happened the most. Like, that's no woman has ever said that in the history of the fucking world. And me and Mama Jeff, I just want you to Jeff, I want you to be happy. I want you to get a new wife after me, please, Jeff. Jeff, you gotta have a new wife after me, please. Please. Another woman raise my kids, Jeff. No, that didn't happen.
exactly what I've done. So that also adds to my doubt that I would benefit in any way if she was to be found. We could have in marriage being a contract of co-living, and we could have the husband being capable of guiding, well, no, you're not going to go to this dangerous spot, or no, you're not going to go on this 2 weeks trip where you're going to get fucked by some Africans. If we could have
Holly's like, whoa. So is he admitting to getting cuckolded by African men? Is that what happened?
Wait,
Whoa.
does that break his probation?
Well, I don't know if whippets are against the rules of probation or not.
Okay.
Can
any
he drink
right.
glue and paint? Can he sniff glue? I don't know. Like, what is technically a violation of probation? Ricada, he might have his bases covered on this one. Who knows?
Okay.
To claim that no, legally I can keep you in the home,
Sean said
and
no.
I can let you out for groceries
That's
when it's
crazy,
needed
though.
for the family. I think it would be beneficial for women, but we don't have this. And that is what I was telling the policeman, wherever Mama JF is, it was her choice to
Ralph's
be there.
just-
And it was her choice.
Look at Ralph here.
That's almost a sticker.
Yeah,
Let's get 10 subs
go,
for
let's
the
go.
Ralph's
I was
look
gonna
of
say.
shock sticker. That's a pretty good
I
Ralph.
was gonna
to
say
be
that's
honest.
a good one, actually.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Even when there's no Ralph segment, there's still a Ralph
Somehow
sticker.
Gunt finds a way, doesn't it? Gunt finds a way.
It was our choice to run these risks, and you know, I'm not the kind of I don't have respect for human beings, especially not homeless
Don't
drug
say this.
users.
Don't say that. Don't say that. That's crazy. I have no respect for human life or human beings. You know, this is like some doctor had. There is the same number of cells in a dead body as a living one. Functionally, there is no difference. Huh?
I'm not the kind of guy who
You have no respect for human life.
The cat.
I know that one too. I've used that one too.
who
You have no respect for human life. Okay.
Who will approach a female and
Definitely what
become
you should be
friends
saying right
with her
now.
male friends.
Oh,
So
no.
what I did with Mama JF is I extracted her from her misery and from
What? Don't
her
say that!
lifestyle.
What? Oh no, that doesn't sound good, JF, buddy. It sounds really bad.
And I brought her to a greater lifestyle, cleaner,
Why would he say that?
less craziness.
I don't have answers for you,
Wow.
Ralph.
A great
All right.
video by
That's the JF segment.